Welcome to Anita Vita Rise. All right, everybody, welcome. It's Anita Vita Rise. Anita Vita Rise. Yeah, Anita Vita Rise. Yeah, Anita Vita Rise. Yeah, who can make it better? Anita Vita Rise. In all types of weather, Anita Vita Rise. Get you back together, Anita Vita Rise. Go send her a letter, Anita Vita Rise. Anita Vita Rise. Anita Vita Rise, yeah. Anita Vita Rise, yeah, yeah. Anita Vita Rise.
Welcome to Rise with Anita Vita. I am your host, Anita Vita, Master Medical Qigong teacher and healer. I am so grateful and thankful you're here for another amazing episode. As you know, this show aims to amplify women's voices, have them share their stories so that they are a ripple effect of healing in this world. First of all, I don't know where you guys are at, but I am in Los Angeles and there is this heat wave that is just really annoying. And so I'm really tired of putting my hair in a ponytail and doing a so crazy. I hope you are staying cool wherever you are at and you are hydrating and you are still finding time to enjoy your days. And so I'm really excited about today's episode because this is a chance for me on my solo episodes to just give you guys an update on what's going on with me and also share with you, you could probably relate to what I'm going through as well as, give you tips and tricks that you can initiate in your life right away and take action. And before I get into it, I just want to say how proud I am of this amazing Miami Swim Week series that just rolled out. Pardon the delay. Thank you for your patience. If you haven't already seen it, catch the episodes that's already uploaded on, I would say, Facebook and YouTube first, because you get to watch it rather than the podcast versions where you're listening to the audio, because we have a special feature at the end of the show. I hope you guys take a look at it. My team and I have worked endless hours. So shout out to everybody involved, especially the videographers, because you guys, I appreciate the work that you do. I've done editing on my own too. It's a pain in the ass. So with that being said, I appreciate the time it took to fine tune it, to revise it, to make sure it put out for you guys at the highest level. I'm never going to put anything out there that doesn't really meet the criteria and the level and the vibe at which it needs to be at. We are called Rise with Anita Vita for that reason. And so I thank you for your patience. Please go watch it. Lily is freaking amazing. During this heat wave, maybe you guys could buy some swimwear too, because it's just been so crazy. Anyhow, a reminder, it's a 6-week episode, a 6-part episode. It's rolling out every other week. So by next week, y'all, I'm going through the editing process too. I am just so stoked for it because I just didn't realize how much I'm learning as I'm listening over and over, right? When you edit, when you're looking at timestamps and things like that and the footage. And since I was there live, it was taking me back to where, into those moments in time. And that's what's so great when you capture things on video. You get to rewatch and remember, man, I can't believe I was just there. I can't believe all the amazing women and just people in general that I'm meeting, and then the space of and the vibe of a brand new city has been such a blessing and such an honor to participate in. So, gosh, what do I want to talk to you about today? Shout out to the audience. I see you, Aubrey, Jack, Tin. I see y'all. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for being here, sending love, and participating. So, gosh, there's this huge theme that's been happening around just people I'm checking in with. I don't know if you're also feeling it. We're entering this new season into the fall. Even though it's like really hot, we're noticing that summer is kind of ushering itself out. People are wanting to get their vacations in. And this theme that I'm noticing is transition, but also I'm feeling a lot of hesitancy for growth. And what I mean by that is, the last few years we have been in what the world also knows as the COVID-19 pandemic, right? So now that we're opening up to some normalcy again, whatever that looks like for you, it looks as if that, integrating into that is still taking time. So even though we're out and about in public, even for myself, I got a chance to participate in another amazing charity event put together by Telly Swift, her Boxing Wags charity event, and her team and her family. And as I'm just navigating through connecting with others, the conversations hasn't always been the same. When I ask about how they're doing and I ask about their business, not all of them are, not everybody I met was like that. There tends to be some more, there's some shortness, there's some angst around things. And I'm just kind of wondering, like, where is that really coming from? And it may be from, not really processing it thoroughly. And so there's a lot to unpack, right? From the last few years, if you haven't really been doing the inner work to do so, or you don't even have the support system to do it. So even for me, the last few days, not even the last few days, like these last few months has been really intense. If you follow me and you know me, I like to go hard. I like to go fast. I like to be efficient, because when winter comes, or fall and into winter, there's this slowdown that I go through, and I honor that, right? To get ready for the next cycle and the next season. And I'm just incredibly grateful for those who have been able to hold the space, especially my girlfriends. And so I had set the intention to fill up by also doing service and checking in. So I have had the most amazing women in my life who has been able to be that person for me. And I am just incredibly grateful. And you guys, I always remind you of this, that to keep close with you the ones who truly root for your rise, the ones who uplift you, and the ones who really encourage you. And how do you know who those people are in your life? So as you reflect, you know who they are is because you know who they are based on their character. And their true character comes out in times of hard times, right? In the hard times when you're reaching out. And when life is beautiful, there's movement, there's momentum, it flows. You're smiling, you're collaborating, like things are going so great. When things are not going so great, you'll know, because things will start to shift, right? The dynamic starts to shift. The warmth that used to be there, maybe not, it maybe isn't there anymore, or the depth at which you talk and the vulnerability used to be there, but then also not there anymore. So as you're navigating through these spaces, as you continue to network, as you continue to connect, kind of just notice what that is. And it has nothing to do with you. Know that it's a reflection of them, because if they can't meet you at where you are, there's nothing you can do, right? You can't control their feelings, you can't control their wounds, you can't control their traumas. And so this is a period of time where you can gather information and observe, like, okay, we are moving through a new season. Something must have been triggered in this person, and I'm kind of seeing that change now. And so now you get to determine, well, you get to determine how to clean house on that. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, are the length of time you spend with them, are they draining you versus really feeding into you? Is it the same story? Are they just constantly being negative and just venting? And it's like, okay, how can I stay true to my goals and my dreams, and and go in the direction of leveling up each time, and being really discerning of who's in my inner circle and who's around me, that really feeds into me, versus you just gathering all of their stuff. Because it's easy if you're an empath, and you're super sensitive, then you can be gathering all of the negative things. You may not even know about it, because you truly are the makeup of the five people who's always in your space, whether that's phone calls, through Zoom, coworkers, family. Just kind of notice all the characteristics you're picking up that may not really be you. It's like, whoa, I don't usually say these words. I don't usually reply in this way. I, and it could be various things. I don't usually, I'm not usually uh, um, behaving in this manner. Why is it all of a sudden that's happening with me? Or you'll catch yourself, right? So take this time as a pause for reflection. Know that when people are being a bit more tender or short with you, that it's not only you're not alone. There's so much happening in our world, right? And and know for yourself what it is that helps you fill back up. So I've shared this before, right? When you're in service, when you're doing a lot of things and you're moving and you're preparing from transitioning from season to season, know also where you can find relaxation, you can find joy, pleasure, and fun in your life, and to do so consistently. And one of the things for me in recognizing this, and sometimes I recognize it's super late, you guys. I am not perfect. I am a woman and person in progress, just like you all. And for me, it was the first person I thought of was hanging out with my niece. I miss her. She's 2 years old, and she has this beautiful personality and attitude about her and style. And it's just like, man, this little mini person, just living life. Like, I wanted to be a part of that, and I knew that was a moment in time for me to reconnect back to all the joys in my life that I used to love doing when I was a kid. And what better way to remind me of that than to hang out with one? And so it was really fun being Auntie Annie to her, and just spending some time with her. And also, like, my family, my parents were there too and stuff. So I got to really just be in such gratitude for their health, for them. I'm curious, actually. I wonder if they still see me as a little girl. I feel like I hear this from parents. If you're a parent out there, that you will always see your child at a certain age. And I feel like my parents still see me like I'm 5 or 6 or something. And it was just so fun to be there. And home cooked meals is just such a gift. My mom made pancit. I'm Filipino, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically a fried noodle dish that is a labor of love, because she made it by hand, right? It comes with like chicken and sausage in hers, and these yellow noodles with calamansi, which is like a citrus, And it's just so amazing. So I hope that I have given you some insight and value today in regards to really recognizing where you are in the season of your life and understanding the nuances of the shifts that's happening around you, because oftentimes it's because you're changing in the inside too. So if you do this work, if you're doing any meditation, if you're doing any personal development, if you're doing any desire, if you're doing anything to create change in your life because you know you are going after greatness, then congrats. If you're feeling it, you're in the game. You're exactly where you need to be. And if you're feeling uncentered, if you're feeling like you're in this fog and you don't know how to get to where you want to be, that's why I'm here. That's why these episodes are here for you to watch, to rewatch. And if you want more in-depth work, y'all know how to reach me. You can message me. You can leave me a comments here. You can get me on all of my socials. There's so many ways to connect with me. So I hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful evening. Know that you're exactly where you need to be and to really trust the timing of your life. Even for myself, I'm recognizing that, because to be truthful, I really saw myself in New York Fashion Week like now. But New York Fashion Week, what's great about it, it's a full week. So we shall see. We shall see. I see my partner in crime over here. We're seeing, we're allowing ourselves to see where it's gonna guide us, and it's not gonna be the last one. And so always we're creating present moment. So we are finding some more pause and some stillness to see where the next movement will be. So I hope you guys have a beautiful evening. And I'm so happy that I got to kind of show up with you here this evening and, share this episode with somebody you feel like who's just running 1,000 miles a minute and can't take a breath and can't take a moment and feel like they're all alone. This is just a reminder that you're not, because we're all in this together. All right, fam. Thank you so much for being here. As always, I appreciate you. I love you, and I root for your rise. See you next week, everybody. Make sure you tune in. It's going to be so good. Take care, guys. Bye.
Anita Vita rise. Anita Vita rise, yeah. Anita Vita rise, yeah, yeah. Anita Vita rise.